unedited, tell the truth,
And what?
and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people. We got a great show tonight. Great show tonight. No politics, but it is politics if you look at it like that. So come on in, come on in, come on in, people. Come on in. Let me get this light like I'm a little dark or something. All right. All right. That's it. Hopefully that's it. All right. Come on in, people. Come on in. We got a great thing going on tonight. And this is real, people. I'm telling you, come on in, come on in. The great show tonight. Great show tonight. There we go. All right, that's what's trending, people, tonight, all over the country. Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James. There's a lot going on with these two black men, and we want to talk about it tonight. And we're going to have a call in tonight, and I definitely want to hear from you guys tonight. We're gonna put the number up on the screen, and we're not going to have a panel tonight, but we're just going to we're going to explain some things going on. We got two black men that's ready to go toe to toe with each other, toe to toe with each other, and that's what we're talking about tonight. Two black men. One is a sports announcer. One is the King, King James. He is one of the face of NBA. I may say he is the face of NBA. He is a brother that never got in trouble. No rumors of him messing with different ladies. A family man, a perfect role model for the NBA. He has brought billions to the industry. All right. And this guy right here, he is a sports announcer, and he's better known to some as working on a plantation, if I may say, but I don't want to get personal. But I don't want to get personal because it's not about me, it's what's going on. All right. And we're gonna play some sound clips. We're not gonna play the clips because I don't want them to snipe my video. So I'm going to play some sound clips and of LeBron James talking, some sound clips of Stephen A. Smith talking, and these guys was about to go toe to toe. LeBron literally called him out, and what it's about is LeBron feel that Stephen A. went too far, dissing his son, saying some things about his son. Now, it's another thing that's talking about basketball, but another thing trying to diss. You know, sometimes we have this thing, we black folks, we call it sneak dissing. And sometimes you need to call it out on the carpet the way it is. Call it out. We're talking about these two black men right here. And they showing out in front of America. And sometimes we got to get it right, people. We have to get it right. You know, I appreciate you. And you got to, and I tell people, if you're in a relationship tonight, and if you are a friend to your friend, male or female, children should be off limits, talking about other people's children. And when people get mad, they really tell the truth on themselves. They tell you how they really feel about you or what they're thinking about you. It's real talk. What's up, brother Jermaine? LaDonna Horton, what's going on? I see you. Mia, I see you. Corey Ingram, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. My boy D Jackson, man, this is deep. Deborah Singleton, I see you. Ivory, I see you. I see you. Shanita. All right, we're gonna call in, people, because I want to get you guys' opinions Do you think they're showing off in front of the white people? They should have handled it behind closed doors, their disagreement or what? But it's a lot going on, people. Stephen A. Smith, ESPN sports announcer. LeBron James, you know, he's a king. I call him the king. King LeBron James, NBA, have done a lot of great things for the community, especially for the state of Ohio. He's done a lot of things. Back people up with education, things like that. This is real, people. This is real. And I want to play a little sound bite of Stephen A. first, or LeBron. Which one I'm going to choose? Let me see. Let's say Stephen A. No, let's start with LeBron. Let's start with him. Let's start with a little quick sound bite. Listen up, people. Okay, so I'm hold it right there. Hold it right there. And that's deep, people. That is deep. That is deep. That's deep. Hope you guys can hear that. So y'all don't hear anything. Okay, hold on, people. If you don't hear anything, hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Let me put a screen share in. Hold on. Hold it. Hold it. Y'all don't hear it. All right, hold it. Hold it. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Because it's crazy. Hold on, people. I'm gonna put the screen up. And listen, Twitter's showing out tonight. And listen, let me ask you a question. My number is 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Y'all don't hear everything. Okay, I'm finna put it in. People. Just hold a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I was just trying to do the voice, but maybe I'll do it from here. Do it from let me just do it from this way then. All right. Screen sharing. All right, screen share. They want to do it that way, but this way we want to all right. All right, we're going to play it. Here it is right here, people.
Situation real quick. I basically told him we can throw down right now in front of everyone. Let's have at it. Me and you, one-on-one in the middle of the court. And of course, that uncle refused. He don't have that R like I do. I'm him. I was about to give him that Draymond Green special and send his hairline back even further. So I'm going to address the Stephen A. Smith situation real quick. I basically told him we can throw down right now in front of everyone. Let's have at it. Me and you, one-on-one in the middle of the court. And of course, that uncle refused. He don't have that R like I do. I'm him. I was about to give him that Draymond Green special and send his hairline back even further. So I'm going to address the Stephen A. Smith situation real quick. I basically told him we can throw down right now in front of everyone. Let's have at it. Me and you, one-on-one in the middle of the court. And of course, that uncle refused. He don't have that R like I do. I'm him. I was about to give him that Draymond Green special and send his hairline back even further. So I'm going to.
Okay. Now, what LeBron James is talking about here, this is what he's talking about. He's talking about he addressed Stephen A. Smith at a game of theirs. I believe doing a timeout or something, halftime, either or, I'm not sure. And he stood to him face to face and asked what he wanted to fight. You couldn't hear what he said, but there's a video going around where you see LeBron talking to Stephen A. Smith. So, and this type of behavior We've never witnessed this type of behavior coming from LeBron James, King LeBron James. Now, I'm not here to take up for anyone, but we're just here to tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, Stephen A. Smith said some things about his son. You know, one of LeBron James' goals was for him to play professional sports with his son in the league, basketball. And a lot of us know that that happened. It started last year, the beginning of the season and all that. A lot of people were saying that Bronny is not good, his son. And I believe Stephen A. Smith made a statement, well, his son probably would have never made the NBA. He only made it because of LeBron James pulled some strings. You know, so that was one of the things that, but they've been had beef going on before that. But let's listen to, we're going to listen to Stephen A. Smith real quick. I'm going to put up some stuff for him too. Stephen A. Smith. All right. Let's Stephen A. share screen. All right. Stephen A. Smith. All right. There he is. Share the screen. Now here's Stephen talking. And here's he talking. We're going to put him up. Here it is.
LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, I didn't think that Pat McAfee disrespected me or did me wrong in any way. He did his job, and I got no problems with it.
Hold on, let me stop right here. Okay, LeBron James went on an all-white talk show. So a lot of brothers probably didn't like that. So Stephen A. Smith is saying, I don't have a problem with the show he went on. But he's talking about LeBron James. Hold on, I hear you, caller. Let me finish playing this video.
My issue is with LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again. I didn't think that Pat McAfee disrespected me or did me wrong in any way. He did his job, and I got no problems with it. My issue is with LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. And he went on national television today and he lied again.
All right, people. All right. Okay, go ahead, caller. I want to hear what you got to say, caller. Talk to me. Talk to me, caller.
Hey, Martin.
Hey.
Hi, Martin.
How you doing?
Man, I've been so mad at you. I've been mad at you.
Why?
Because you left us.
Well,
you were gone for a good.
Yeah, I've been gone for a while.
Or so.
Yeah, I've been gone for a while.
I missed you. I've been watching the live, and I said I'll contribute where I can. But I felt compelled on this one. I hope you're doing well. I've been, like I said, I've been watching your shows. It's been very informative. So I still apply what you're doing.
Okay, thank you.
Last night I just had. You're welcome. Last night I was. I had this conversation with my son, who actually he looks like LeBron. Everybody tells him he looks like LeBron. He's like 6'5", and he played basketball and does all those things. And he's a dad of 3 sons, and 2 of them are active in sports. So I said, Justin, Stephen, he said, the thing about what Stephen A. did, it's never been done. Okay, I think I'm behind. I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
It's never been done. It's never been done before what LeBron James has done. He said the thing that he did, if it's about basketball, it's one thing, but he attacked him as a father. And LeBron grew up without a father. And that's where he crossed the line. If you want to keep it about basketball, keep it about basketball. But when he went on and I saw that, he said, LeBron, come on, man, stop it. You're a father first, and he gave the impression in that particular live that he felt like, he's not worthy to be there. I'm like, Stephen A., I want you to have that same energy when you're talking about other legacy players that are in there. He's done something that no other son and father have done in the NBA. And to discount his talent, whatever he thinks of him, it's just disingenuous for him to do that. But It wasn't about his athletic ability all the time. It was questioning LeBron as a dad, and that's why he stepped to Stephen A. at that game. And he should have. He's a parent first. So Stephen A. I don't agree with anything that he says. I know he's Winston-Salem. He's North Carolina. He's proud. I support North Carolina. No, you don't, Stephen A. You have a different perspective than most North Carolinians, whether it's about sports and politics. But this one, he crossed the line. And I don't agree with anything he says. Most of it, he's erudite. He's an a-hole most of the time. And you're not, you don't have people questioning your father. He's the father of a daughter. You don't have people going on your show questioning your parenting ability, but keep it about basketball. It's just that simple. And LeBron got him. And I applaud him for doing that. Leave my kids alone. That's where the line is drawn there. So
well, let me ask you a question.
Sit back and listen.
Yeah, let me ask you a question real quick before you can tip out. Do you think that both parties should have handled in a different manner?
Well, LeBron is one of those players. You've never had a scandal about him. He's never had any issues in the NBA. He said the other day, why would I want to be the face of a league when the reporters, demonize the players? I come out here and I play basketball. When you're a parent and your child is being attacked, you give it where you get it. And that's what he did, because he's been doing this for so long. And he came to a point where he said, no more. And I understand why he did it. You keep coming after my kids, and then you question my parenting ability. That happens. Oh, Lord. Here's Sarge. Hey, Sarge. Doing well. But that's, the look, as he said, and Stephen A. said the other day, he would have flung. No, he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have flung on LeBron. He wouldn't have. He would have got his ass whooped that night. But now he knows, don't cross that line. Would I've done it? Absolutely. I've done it for far less when you're dealing with my children, and my children are grown except for one, and he's about to go to college. And I don't play. Don't play when it comes to my kids. And LeBron sent that message to Stephen A. loud and clear. Keep it about basketball. That's my thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sarge, go ahead, Sarge.
Well, it's like this, Martin. His son is a grown man.
Okay.
And he's playing in a sport that is for grown men. Okay? I'm a father. I'm a good one. Okay? My dad died when I was 3. I didn't grow up calling anybody daddy. And you know what? The Chosen Few picnic come up this July, right? Say if my son is DJing up there. Ain't nobody ever heard of him being a DJ before, but he DJing at the biggest house music event in Chicago. How'd that happen? Daddy pulled some strings. Did he deserve to be up there with the people that worked hard to get there? No. That's nepotism.
What?
Nah. It's nepotism.
Sarge,
when you get somebody, hold on, may I finish? When you get somebody hired, within the family, like you work for City Hall, you know the person in HR, you cool with them, you tell them, hey, this is one of my family members, pull a resume, woo, woo, woo. Huh?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you okay with
energy? I am, because they do it all the time.
All right, well,
do it all the time.
See, there we go with what white people do. The bottom line is this. Oh my goodness. Can I finish?
Oh my God, sir, could you stop saying that? We can converse without you hand Kim. Yes, when you talk, I'll be quiet. But could you stop that? That's so childish. You always do that. Just keep talking.
Okay. That's because I'm saying what you don't want to hear as an individual.
No,
I don't hear Martin
I want to hear
complaining.
your opinion, but if I have a different
Well, if you want to hear my opinion, will you let me finish my opinion?
Well, just
Thank you.
Stop barking and just talk.
I'm not barking. I'm giving realistic things. See?
All right.
That's like with my son, when he was in the military, if he was a substandard soldier, he wasn't doggone a super trooper. I can't go and, hey, go ahead and promote. No, that's my boy, right? Go ahead and give him that promotion. Blah, 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 blah. I could try that. It wouldn't happen. And if it did, it would be wrong. Because you're going to get somebody put in a position To do what? Fail. Now look at how Bronny plays. Look at how Bronny plays.
He did. He had a good game the other night. 17 in the NBA and 30 in the G League.
Yeah, G League. Was Michael Jordan ever compared?
It doesn't matter. The times have
changed. It
does
matter. Come on now. Come on now. There was somebody. Hold on now. There was somebody that was trying to mimic Martin Johnson, the real crime chaser. And they were trying to get all their points, mimicking Martin. There's only one Martin. And if I didn't appreciate his show, I wouldn't even call in. I never called that other one, did I? No. So he's trying to imitate somebody else. He will never be the original Martin G. Johnson crime chaser, no matter how hard he tries. See? That's just like me. No matter how hard I try to put somebody else's boots on my feet and get it in like them, I'm not going to be able to do it. You are only one individual. You are yourself.
Okay.
Now, helping somebody else, cool.
Sarge, I got a question to ask. Still on the same lines of this.
Mm-hmm.
So, in your opinion, Stephen A. was right for what he said?
He was right when he discussed about the skill level of LeBron's son. Yes, he was right about that. I didn't hear Stephen,
and I'm about. Sorry,
well, what is he talking about?
He's talking about LeBron. When LeBron approached him, he approached him about questioning him as a father and what he's doing to his son.
Okay, well, enlighten me. What is Stephen about?
Let her finish. Let her finish, Sarge. Let her finish. Go ahead.
He made it personal. He made it personal. He made it about him as a parent and how he's hurting his son. Now his son has proven himself at USC. This guy had a heart attack last year, and in my profession, it's important to me that your health comes first. And he's beat every odds and have come back and battled back. If it's nepotism, so be it. I don't care. He's proven that he can play in the NBA, and the G League is there for people to develop their players. He did something that nobody else has done. I get it. But I don't give that as much energy as I would what Peyton Manning and his father did for his son. He did the same thing. Yes, his father was a great football player, but it's nepotism in every sport. It's in baseball. I had a godson who plays baseball who saw the worst of it, and he saw it rampant in the MLB. But it happens. But I don't understand why LeBron has done such a horrible thing by bringing his son along. If more Black people did that and reached back and pulled someone up with them, we wouldn't have the problems that we have with DEI. Because you have people in places that are ready to make change when you're worthy of it, yes, and when you're qualified. I don't have a problem with what he did to his son. I don't. Can he get in there and prove that he can play like his dad? Over time, I'm sure he will. But he's playing in both leagues, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But when Stephen A. made it personal, he said, "Don't talk about me as a father." That's how he approached him. Leave my son alone. You talk about his basketball, you keep it basketball. That's what LeBron said, but don't question me as a father. And he crossed the line, and he got what he deserved at that moment.
Okay, where's the video? This is all I'm asking.
You can look. It's all over.
Hey, Sarge.
It's all over. And LeBron has been interviewed about it, and that mess that Stephen A. just said a few minutes ago.
Martin, I wasn't even allowed to ask my question.
Well, you asked me a question. You said where it is, and I told you.
I didn't. I said.
You're so sensitive, Sarge. Oh my God.
I'm not sensitive. I'm not sensitive. I was asking a question. I was not allowed to even get to the question I was going to ask. I said, "Well, I got a question. I'll be brief." And you started right up.
Oh my God.
Now I could have been asking you, what's the temperature like where you're at compared to where I'm at? You don't even know what I was going to ask.
It doesn't matter. I answered the question. The videos are out.
No, you didn't answer the question.
I said the videos are out, Sarge. What else do you want me to say? You said I need to see the videos. Where are they? I said they're out everywhere. Just go on YouTube and look them up. Go on the NBA. They have all those videos up.
Okay.
All I would like, Martin, if you could find the video.
Okay.
I'll look also.
Okay. See, a lot of videos.
LeBron James.
Okay, hold
Stephen
it.
saying something directly about fatherhood
Yeah. So let me just say
that
this.
diminished his
Let me
fatherhood.
just say this. It's what you call sneak dissing. Sometimes words have a language, certain language, and you have to keep it personal. Stephen A is a professional, and he's a professional. LeBron James is a professional. And let me speak a little bit about LeBron James' character. We've never known him to be in any type of scandals. We've never known him to really be fighting outright like that, talking violence, anything like that. We've never known him do that. We know that the NBA used him as one of the faces of NBA. We call him King LeBron James. Some people don't call him King. I call him King. So we know for LeBron to come out and approach another man about a certain thing, we know it had to be serious. Now, could he have done it in a better place or behind doors out in public? I don't know. Maybe he could have. So what I'm saying is, this is me talking. I'm not taking neither side. I keep my personal opinion to itself. Stephen A. Smith have been known to say things, especially along the sports line. Sometimes, to me, he crossed the line with certain things that he say. And the first thing he say, and which he may be right, I'm just doing my job. And he may be right. I'm just doing my job. So the question now these two guys have two beefs. They don't like each other. It's a known fact, Sarge, that LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith do not like each other. That's period. That's a known fact. So there is some little thing that's going on. But what I didn't like, it's two things that I didn't like. I wish LeBron would have went to a black podcast or a black talk show, instead of going to a white one. All right. And another thing I didn't like, I wish LeBron James wouldn't have came to Stephen A. Smith in a public place like that, in a setting, in between the games and stuff like that. I wish he wouldn't have done that. But I understood him because he's defending himself as a parent. And like the doc said, he was raised up by a single parent. So he take family real serious. A lot of us, and I know, like you said, Sarge, that the NBA is a grown man game. Yes, it is. You are 100% correct. But you cannot question another person's fatherhood. It's like a sports announcer or an analyst, whatever you want to call, when a player say he's hurt, and you hear analysis say, "Oh, he's just playing hurt." Now you crossing the line. If a player says that he's hurt, and you should not. You should keep your mouth off that. Okay, he's saying he's hurt. You shouldn't doubt when a player says he's hurt, he or she's hurt. So that's just my thing. We're gonna look for some more callers, but I'm gonna let me say the number, then I'll let you guys respond to what I said. 872-299-0808. 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Should these two black men right here handled it different, the way they handled it? That's the question now I'm asking.
I'm prepared to meet you where you are. That my
okay.
opinion says the same.
Okay.
I'm prepared to meet you where you are when you come after me as a parent. And everything Stephen A's done, he's done it publicly. And LeBron at that point said, and he had just said something about him the day before, and he said, "Enough is enough." And I get it. We're not talking about his talent, Sarge. We're not questioning that. I get men are on this. It's not right. It's not fair. He's not ready. Is he playing when he gets on the court? Does he get the ball in the basket? Is he his dad? No. But does he get out there and does he get the job done? He does. Is LeBron preparing to leave in the next year or two? I absolutely believe he is. And he wants to leave a legacy and he wanted to play with his son. I don't care about that. I just don't care. White people do it all the time. And so what? He's got someone in a position that can help him come in the league in that manner. And they've done it before. It's been other black players and white players that have done that, whose sons have played. And you don't see this crap that we see now. It's LeBron. People hate LeBron. I'm a Laker girl, but it has nothing to do with it. He's a wonderful man. He's a great father. He's a great philanthropist off the course. And he's out there handling his business. And when you cross the line and you talk about my kids, you can get what you give. That's my take.
Well, my take is this. Okay. Does my daddy got me in thing happen in professional sports? Of course it happens all the time. I have a cousin that wears a World Series baseball championship ring. He got his son in. Did he stay in the league long? No. Why? He wasn't supposed to be there from the get-go gate. But it happens. So, and that's a relative. I don't use the word family unless we really like that. So it happens. And I'm like, all right, do what you do. Now, Martin enlightened me to something that I didn't know, because I don't follow sports. Personally, if I ruled the world, there'd be any professional sports. Grown men playing games that children play to build teamwork and thus and so and get millions of dollars. Hell no. Not in the world I would run, but it ain't my world. Now, I'm like this. I didn't know they had a past history of hostility. So with them having a past, those two, Stephen A. and LeBron James, of hostility, I can see how things would get to that level. And Stephen Smith, I'm not a fan of his either. Okay?
But Sarge, I don't understand why he hates LeBron so much. Ever since he's been in the league, he's never liked him. I don't get that part. Why?
It's called shock value. It's just like that dude. What was that dude? Stern, whatever his name is. Shock jock.
Howard Stern?
Yeah.
That's his name, yeah.
I want to say
what about
something.
It's just shock.
I want to say something.
That drama brings people in.
Sarge, let me say something real quick. I want to say something. I'm trying to keep my opinion out of this, and I want to be neutral on this. But let me just say this, and I agree with the doctor on this. We have this thing, what you call generational curses. All right. Why can't it be a generational blessings? If Reverend Jesse Jackson, he's a civil rights activist, preacher. Guess what? His son followed in his footsteps. Think about it. Just think about it. So we have people like that that's doing great things. Why not? Just like you convinced your daughter to go to the military. You told her. She probably wasn't even thinking about the military. But guess what? Sarge went there.
And my son. Both of them.
Right. And of course. And that's what I'm talking about. Why not bring your children along if something has been good to you and great to you? Why not make room for them? Why not? Sarge? I'm not trying to get down on your throat, but I'm just giving you an example of something.
I understand.
Why not? And LeBron said out his own mouth, his son is better than a lot of those NBA players is playing. So it depends on.
Say that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute, Martin.
Okay.
he said that. He's better than some, but he's not as good as a lot of others. I get that.
But you got some NBA players that are good. They really good, but you got some even just to get to that level. Now, do I believe that there was some political strings pulled? Yes, I believe that. I agree with Sarge. Yes. Maybe if James had not been on the Lakers probably would have never drafted LeBron Bronny. He might not have. But by him having the power and the influence, he pulled strings, which I would have done it too. If I'm working at the steel mill, let me give you one more example. Yeah. If I'm a foreman working on a construction site, okay, and I want to bring one of my sons in, I'm going to bring him in. Now I can't bring him in as a foreman, but hey, I'm going to bring him in. Why not? I got the power. And like the sister said, Doc said, listen, I wish more black people would think like that. The rules always, listen, why we always got to be so righteous when it come to rules?
Yep.
And when these other folks do not
That's
play right by the rules? Why we got to be so righteous?
That's right.
And listen, look at this, people. Listen, right now, the city of Chicago probably going to be bankrupt. I don't want to get off the subject. But it wasn't bankrupt when it came time to give the money to the other nationalities, the migrants. They plenty of money flowed in. Now, for his own citizens, own teachers, they can't find no money now. They scrambling. So
what?
They scrambling. It's scrambling. So people
for teachers.
Oh yeah, but that's another.
You got to come back on that.
Yeah, I know.
You got to come back on that subject, Brian.
On the pension plan, actually, the pension plan. That's what basically what I'm talking about. But it's real, people. So people, if you're in a position of authority where you can make things happen for one of your relatives or for one of your children, do it. There's nothing wrong with that. Listen, do you believe
Stephen A will not cross?
Yeah. Let me say this. Do you think the Holy Quran, the Holy Bible, or the United States Constitution gonna stop the white man from feeding his children first?
Nope.
Before you feed.
Look at what's going on now.
Ain't none of that's gonna stop him from feeding his first. And that's nothing wrong with that. I can't get mad at him. Because if I was in position of power, I would be the same way too. Real talk. That's just my opinion, people. Just my opinion. So we still taking more calls.
I know who Stephen A. who will not.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. Because I worked for Michael Jordan when he was in North Carolina. He came back and did Ronald McDonald. I did his golf classics for years, and we went to Carolina together. So he's a different ball game. And then when Jimmy V did his, and you get all these celebrities, and then I know Steph and Dale, and they came in and did with Phil Ford when we had his thing. They all came and they all contribute. And I found that Dale and Steph were some of the most humble people I've known my entire life. They are. And the one thing that Stephen A. will not do, he will not cross that dynasty. He keeps his mouth shut because he knows this power that they have. And I know he doesn't care for LeBron. So he just he added it. He goes with whatever he wants to go for on any given day when it's about LeBron. But he knows who not to cross. And that's those Currys. He will not say one word about them. And he'll keep Doc Rivers out of his mouth as well. And I know he said some things, but he knows who to cross the line with. He does. And LeBron told him, don't cross my line no more. And I bet you he won't. He'll keep it about basketball. That's my take.
Yeah. I mean,
Doc Rivers, isn't he old as dirt?
Yeah, but he's still a coach.
Which one?
Doc Rivers, the coach.
Stephon?
The basketball player.
Yeah, but he's a coach now. He's a coach.
Doc? Yeah, but his son is in there, and he didn't have that same energy about his son, and he coached his son.
Right.
I didn't hear him say nothing about that.
Oh, didn't know. Well, like I said, I don't follow sports.
All right.
So.
Well,
okay. Yeah, he played for his son.
Hold on, guys.
Steph did too. Okay.
I need some more callers. 872-299-0808. Listen, people. Again, why black folks always got to play by the rules when others don't follow the rules? They just don't follow the rules that they put out before us. And we know it. And I'm not trying to make this a black and white issue, but one thing I got to give Michael Jordan credit for. Listen to this, people. When Scottie Pippen went on national sports channels and stuff like that, got to talking about Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan never respond in the public. Now, and behind closed doors, I don't know if he responded. Am I right now? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
He's right. He said that he and Scottie talked privately. Right. That was an interview I saw not too long ago. He said that he didn't know that Scottie felt this way.
See, and what I'm saying.
I thought that was
so. And the reason why I'm saying this, could these two gentlemen handle it a little different instead of that's all I'm asking. That's all. Could they handle it different? Now, white folks, They love to see black people going at each other's throat. That's entertainment for them. They love it. They love it when we go at each other's throat. They love it. Matter of fact, they'll reward us to do it. So my thing, I wish both of these gentlemen would have handled it in a private manner. But I understand, as being a father, some things you have to address right away. You know, right?
Do you think we would have heard about it, Martin, if he had done it privately, though? Do you think that's why he did?
Well,
do you think we would have heard about that?
Well, maybe and maybe not. You know,
I doubt it.
It's two men, though. It's two men. Well, it's two men.
One man. One man.
Uh-oh.
Stephen A would have brought it to his platform. Okay, it's two men, but Stephen A would have taken it back to his platform and had his own interpretation.
But I'm gonna tell you, who is the most powerful between these two? Maybe I ask one of you guys that. Tell me.
LeBron.
I said no.
LeBron. Yeah, I said LeBron.
I say Stephen. Why? Because he got the mic in his hand. He got the mic. He has a platform. He has that mic. That's
LeBron is the NBA though.
Regardless.
He is the NBA.
But I'm talking about, listen, do you know the power of a platform, a person that speaks to the public all the time? That's real. Listen, a person that have a big platform, I'm not saying LeBron don't have a platform. Now let's just follow me. A person that have a large platform can go in public and lie on a person, then turn around and say, forgive me, I was wrong, but the damage is already done. It's real. You got to be careful. This person that got that mic in hand, they could do a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And Stephen A got a great following. People love they may not like him, but they love to follow him because he is factual on a lot of things when it comes to sports. So I would say he's more powerful because he's an announcer or analyst. The man, listen, the man just get millions and millions of views. That's a powerful, powerful person there. And he's in the media. Media, I call the media the fourth branch of government. The media is powerful, people. It can make it break you. It can do that. It can make you look good. It can make a truth. It can make truth look like a lie and lie look like a truth. We got another caller coming in.
Maybe that's why LeBron did it. Maybe that's why he did it publicly, because Stephen A has a platform.
Yeah.
And he would have come back and given his interpretation of what happened or within the conversation with him. I don't blame him. Like I said, you come after my kids and you question my parenting and you don't keep it about basketball or whatever they're doing, mine or football players. Yeah, we got an issue, Stephen A. I don't care how much money you make, and I don't care about your platform. They're boundaries. And he created that one. And whether Stephen A crosses it again, that's up to him. But he knows who not to cross. He won't do that again. I bet you he won't talk about that anymore. Anyway, great talking to you guys. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarge. Have a good night, Sarge.
All right.
Okay, I'm just eating.
Okay, we're taking some calls.
Right.
Listen, people, we're taking more calls. 872-299-0808. This is the first time I actually ever talked about sports. So this is real. So let's call in, people. 872-299-0808. I need some of them hardcore sports people that watch sports, know everything about the story. Call in tonight, 872-297-6389. All right.
You're right, Martin. You haven't done any sports shows.
Right. This is the first time.
Because I detest sports with a passion.
Right.
So I will remember if you did a sports show.
I haven't done one. I'm going to go read some of these comments. Stephen A has it. He speaks into the mic. Daily is more powerful. That somebody say he's more powerful. Let's see. Okay, multitasking. How you doing, multitasking? I know you are. Stephen A. voice reaches millions of people. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, we got a call. I'm gonna get your caller. LeBron James is a flopper and a crybaby. When the Bulls beat the Lakers last Saturday night, he was the first fool to run to the locker room on their own home. Get blown out by 30 points, period. Okay. Now, Let's take this new caller. Area code 319. Thank you for calling, caller. 319. Come on, caller. What's your comments
Hey,
and
how you
thoughts?
doing, Martin?
Come on, educate me. What's going on? Go ahead.
Okay, I was listening to the show about LeBron and Stephen A. Smith. I think it started back when LeBron made the jump to Miami. And the way he did it when he went on national TV and, said that he was, taking his talents to South Beach. I think that's when Stephen A. Smith really started not liking him.
Okay, that's possible.
And then from there, Stephen A. Smith kind of had a, little animosity against him. But I think, by him bringing his son in the league, that was probably good. But I think he should have, told his son and go to the G League and, try to develop his talent before he come to the NBA, because it's not fair to a lot of NBA players that have kids that's like in the G League or trying to get to the NBA, because I think he took the easy route and got to the NBA. But at the same time, Stephen A. Smith, I don't like the way he be dogging, black athletes. Because he got a mouth on him. He got a mouth on him. Yeah, because I watch First Take. I follow sport. I see it all. And the way he, like the other day they was talking about Giannis, and LeBron was talking about Giannis on the podcast, and he was comparing like the eras from back then to like now, and he was saying like Giannis was probably scored 250 points back in the 70s and the 60s. And Stephen A. Smith didn't like that. And I was saying to myself, Giannis would score that type of points, because back then it was easy in that era during the 60s and the 70s. Now, like the 90s, the late 80s and the 90s, it probably would have been hard for Giannis because they was playing real ball. They was real physical back in them, like in the 80s and the 90s. But like in the 60s and 70s.
Let me stop you real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
I'll see your new call. I'm coming to you 6650. I'll come to give me a minute. I want to ask you a question, 319. Do you think that these two gentlemen should have handled it differently, in your opinion?
Yeah. I don't think he should have came at Stephen A. Smith on the court like that. But see, at the same time, Doggy, that be on First Take, he be dogging LeBron's son out. And I never seen LeBron go at him.
Well, it's not about dogging his son. It's about questioning his fatherhood. That's what it's about. It's not about dogging his son out. But see, LeBron
always been a good father.
Okay, but I'm just saying, Stephen A. crossed the line. He didn't care about him really dogging his son out like that, but it was questioning his fatherhood. Right. Why would you let your son, come into a league and he don't deserve to be there? Now you question his fatherhood.
Yeah.
So, and that LeBron took that as a threat. So I don't want people to get it twisted what the real argument is over about.
Right.
So, but hold on.
I think he put a lot of pressure on his son, because you can see it. You can see that he is putting a lot of pressure on his son, because a lot of people look at it and say, okay, your father is great, you should be great, but it's not like that, because Michael Jordan had two sons and they weren't great like him. And I think it's a lot of pressure on LeBron James' son just because his father is, a good basketball player.
But let me just say this. Yes, let me just say this. One of LeBron James' goals was to play professional basketball, play in the NBA with his son. He did. He achieved that. That was one of his goals. But hold it for a minute. Let's go to this new caller real quick. Don't go nowhere. 6650. Go ahead, caller. 6650.
What's going on, Doc?
What's going on, man? Talk to me.
This is what the deal is. The deal is whenever you become a professional athlete, you sign a contract. You're a man. you got to stand on that court. You got to prove yourself. And people being criticism is part of the game.
Right.
Oh boy, the guy that used to work with Shannon Sharp, Skip was criticizing him the same way like Stephen A. Smith, but he ain't never got his face.
Hold it, bro. Y'all missing the point. LeBron was saying that Stephen A. Smith questioned his manhood, his fatherhood, not the criticism of his son, but I'm just saying you question his fatherhood.
Okay, when you say question his fatherhood, what you mean? Like how he did that?
Okay, why would you let your son come in the NBA? You know he wasn't ready to play and stuff like that. Well, question his fatherhood. Okay. So that's getting personal, brother. If listen, I'm a man, and if I can make a way for my son to be great or play for a lot of money or whatever, I'm going to make a way for. I'm going to make room for. I'm going to do that if it's in my power.
That's true.
So come on, people, y'all, come on. This is his son.
Yeah, because if I was running a big company and my son, I probably want to get my son put on.
Of course.
If I was like a CEO of a big company, I probably want to put my whole family on. And I understand you.
Okay, go ahead, old timer. 6650. Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say is that, first of all, the boy a millionaire, so he ain't like he working at a factory. If you sign an NBA contract, unless you're gonna make it $1 or $2, $3 million, even as a rookie, so he ain't hurting for nothing. He getting paid. And if you a man and respectfully, he could have stepped and pulled that man to the side and had this conversation with him. Last year, he got the coach fired. So this is not this on their thing with LeBron. He continues once like a little baby. It went to Kobe and Dwayne Wade left the league before he got to shine like he is now, because ain't nobody on that level. But before, when Kobe was alive and Dwayne Wade was playing, he had nothing coming. He was just another guy named Joe. And now he got a solo team. That's cool. I don't debate that, but still in all, as a man and a public figure, if that was a white man, he would have never gotten that man face. I guarantee you. That's what kind of cat he is. He'd have never put him over in front street in front of public and yell at a white man like that. He ain't got that kind of balls to run like that. He a puppet, and he gonna do what he told. And the thing is, his son got a contract. He's making big money. Even if he ain't no good, he's still getting paid. So either the laugh, and they still got the last laugh. No matter what he think about him, he's still getting big money, and he can't play. So that ain't no issue. He's blessed to get that. But for him to go off on that, a lot of these guys are prima donnas. When they can't get their way, the same thing happened to the coach in Milwaukee. He got fired because Giannis didn't want his brothers to get cut off the team, and they fired the coach last year. So this ain't no beginning. This has been going on in the league for years. Magic did it when he was a player. He got the coach fired when he was a rookie. He didn't like the guy was there. They got fired Paul Westhead and got Pat Riley was the coach and took over the job for Pat Riley, who became the next coach.
So
this ain't nothing.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. So if you was head of a corporation or had a big influence in a corporation, you wouldn't bring your son in if you had seen an opportunity?
Well, it's like anything. You got to know the business.
Answer the question, bro.
Yeah, I would bring him in, but I would have him as a low-key job until he prove himself. You don't put him on the
I think I would too.
Brother.
Yeah, you give him a job, but don't put him up there.
I think the thing is, because it's LeBron's son, and you got to think about when the draft happened, he came in the second round and probably like the 30-something pick. And instead of them acknowledging like the first round picks, as far as 1 through 5, it was all about LeBron's son. And a lot of people didn't like that.
Well,
they was like, okay, what about these people that came in as number 1 draft pick, number 2 draft pick, number 3? He came in second round, 30-something pick. Why is we talking about LeBron's son? Brother. They didn't like that.
Hold it. Let me just educate y'all a little bit, bro. It has never happened in the history of NBA where a father and a son playing at the same time. See, one thing y'all have to realize, people love to be the first to be able to report on something, and this is history, brother. It's history in the making. Hold on,
I know what you're saying, Steve.
Regardless, but listen, the news. News. Hold on, the news promote violence more than they promote us graduating from college, doing great things. So that's what they like, brother. Listen. Controversy sells. History sells, brother. I'm being real honest with you, brother. Not all of us are out there shooting and killing. LeBron James have been a role model for the NBA. Still is. You ain't never heard him in no scandals or none of that. Y'all call him crybaby or flop or whatever. Okay, that's we live in a new day era. Basketball is cool. Okay, so whatever you want. Listen, but I'm not really a real fan of LeBron. I like LeBron better off the court because the things that he do for the community he came from. So a lot of these professional athletes have never done anything for the community. They get this NBA contract. They don't even know their high school, their college makes no more. They don't even speak to them. Here's a man never lost contact from where he came from. He have got people hired in real jobs. He used his influence. Most of these professional black people in political arena, in sports arena, they don't reach back and help their family members, their friends or something. They don't do that. So I'm not mad at LeBron James. If you want to play with your son and you able to pull a little strings and he may not have been ready for the NBA, it's not for me to say. That don't mean he's going to be a starter. We know he's not LeBron James. There's only one of him, and he's rare. There's only one of him, period. So what I'm saying, people, let's not, if we don't like LeBron, that's cool. But just let's use our logic, brother. This was an opportunity for history, and he's going to go down in the history books for the first NBA player able to play with his son in the league. It's never happened, brother. Don't you know how big a story that is, man? That's a big story. And LeBron haters gonna hate on him because he achieved that. Now they got an argument going out between Stephen Smith and Shannon Sharp. Is LeBron really a GOAT? Now, let me ask y'all this question. Let me say this, and I know I'm talking a whole lot. Why is it when it comes to sports, they always compare two black people, who the greatest, who the GOAT? You don't never hear them doing that in hockey. You don't hear them doing that in hockey. You never hear them even doing it in singing. You never hear white people say, who the best two rock singers. You never hear them. You never hear them there. We the only ones when it comes to competition, they always pin us against each other. Why can't Michael Jordan just be great by himself? LeBron James is great. Kobe is great. It's a lot of great players.
Right.
But we always do that. Always do it. Who's the GOAT? We always compare. This is what they do, brother. It causes confusion. You don't hear who the best white hockey player. You don't hear none of that talk. They just play the sports. You don't hear that.
Yeah, you never hear them compare nobody against what's his name, Wayne Gretzky or
none. But they do it to us.
You don't never hear that. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get y'all to see the logic part. If you don't like James, you don't have to like him. But I just want y'all to see the whole picture. I'm trying to get us to see the whole picture that's been played out in front of us. It's divide and conquer.
Yeah.
It's like this, brother. Give you another example. You got black women rights. Now, when you start using black women and exclude the man, we become weak. As a unit, we're strong. Don't separate us. You don't see a group for Jewish women only. No, they say for Jews only, all together for their group. They stay together. They don't separate the male and female. So we have to be the same way, people. We're nothing without the woman. James Brown said it. It's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without the woman. So I'm just speaking to us, brother, as brother to brother. We have to stop doing this divide and conquer. Yeah. We got to stop entertaining these folks and calling, I'm just doing my job. Calling it just do. Listen, there's got to be a point where, like, hold on, boss. Now I know you pay me well. That's going too below the belt. Below the belt. See, you got folks they're good at throwing a stone and hiding their hand. And this is what it is in this situation. Now, we can't get so familiar, like Sarge said, and I agree with him. NBA is a grown man sports. If you can't take the criticism, stop playing. We weren't talking about the criticism. We was talking about you questioning this man's fatherhood. It's a man. Ain't nobody gonna let you strip their manhood at all. Real talk. It's just real.
So yeah, and what you don't realize, time is changing. So you're gonna see a lot of different type of stuff happening out here. Sir. And by him bringing his son in the NBA, you probably would never seen nothing like that back in the day. But we got to realize we living in a new day and time. Yes. You're gonna see stuff like that, and I think that was good for the NBA. Is he ready? No, he's not ready, but it was a good move. That's what LeBron wanted. He wanted to play with his son before he retired. His son probably not ready, but you got to give him a couple of years to develop his game. Once he develops the game, he probably will be good. Who knows? But you don't have to be out there criticizing him because, we're in the day where these young people, they take stuff like that serious. When they hear people talking about them and criticizing them, like you used to always say on your show, stop dogging the young people. You don't know what young person might be listening to the show. The old against the young, and when young people hear that and they hear like us older people dogging them out, it makes them more rebellious. Like, oh, they don't care about us. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. And you don't know how that boy be feeling when he hear like Doggy and all these other sportcasters on there talking about, oh yeah, LeBron's son is this and that and that. Oh, he only scored 0 points and blah 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 blah. They can break down that boy confidence. It's crazy.
It's crazy, brother. And we got to be careful, man. A lot of these people, they are controlled, brother. They are told what to say.
Yeah.
And they saying it, they doing it. I'm just doing my job. Listen, most of the time when you hear people saying I'm just doing my job, they know what they're doing is probably not right, but it's just a job. And a lot of times, and and I know, Chicago, we had a lot of police shootings that some of these officers should have went to jail, brother. But because of the political climate, they didn't go. They didn't go. Some of these crimes that was committed by some of these criminals, they should have been locked up in jail. Because of the political climate, they was let go because of who they knew. So sometimes we don't choose the moral thing to do it. We just do what's political or what fits the pocket. And like, again, this is history. An NBA player and a son playing together in the same league. That's a good thing, brother. For to tell a story, for news, for media. That's history. It's history.
Mr. Martin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Let me share a couple of things with you. That ain't the first time in basketball. Ken Griffey Jr. played with his dad, Ken Griffey Sr., one of the greatest baseball players of all time. That did occur.
We talking about NBA, brother. NBA.
Okay, I understand that, and I want to say something about LeBron. Now, Stephen Smith, I'm not a fan at all, but it's about about using discernment. You can pick a better time and a place than be out in public to journey. It's like a bully picking his fight because he know he can overmatch that cat and he want to demean him. But if that was a white man, he wouldn't have done that. One more thing I'm going to share and I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to tell you about LeBron, something else about him. During the George Floyd incident, when he got killed, the NBA was going to boycott the playoffs. The Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis and their team voted not to play. LeBron was supposed to play them. So then he called his team together and said, we going to play. And then he went to Milwaukee and told the guys in Milwaukee that he was an African guy, Giannis, he's not from America. And they voted not to play because George Floyd got murdered. They was going to boycott the game. LeBron said he called Obama and it's okay, we going to play. So good luck with that guy. That's all I got to say. Be blessed.
Okay. I know what you're talking about. We're looking for some more callers. Hold on, caller. 872-299-0888. 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Again, 872-297-6389. You see the number going across the screen if you can see it. But go ahead, callers. Any one of my callers, go ahead.
Yeah, I think it's just like I said, LeBron, he got the power. He can make moves like that. He can get coaches fired. Never had nothing against LeBron James. It's good he got his son in there. I think more NBA players probably should do that. It changed the game. And you got to realize the era is changing. Everything is changing right now.
Yes, sir.
It's not the same. And I don't like when people live in the past. The past is the past. We got to move towards the future. You know, a lot of stuff is changing. You know, the NBA is changing. The All-Star game is changing. Dunk contest, all that stuff is changing. Now, everybody said, well, you know, Jordan and all them did, you know, the dunk contest and all that back in the day. Yeah, that's back in the day. These basketball players now ain't doing that. You know, so you got to know how to learn to adapt to change. Because everything changes. It don't stay the same. And you might gonna see more of that, you know, in the future of NBA players getting their sons in the NBA. You know, so I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, Martin. If you ask me, I don't think nothing wrong with that. You know, he did something for his son. I think I'll do the same thing too.
I will too.
You know, because that's my son. I love him. Mm-hmm. You know, like I said, if I was a CEO of a big company, I would bring my son on. And then once I retired, you carry on the company. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, other people see something wrong with that.
Right.
You know, that's the thing. We got to stop as Black folks hating on each other. You know, brother. Stephen A. Smith, he got to stop putting Black people down when they do stuff. Yeah. Embrace it. Say it's good for the game. You know, y'all on a big platform. People watch First Take. I watch First Take all the time.
Me too.
I listen to everything they say. You know, I don't know if he in a contract or something to tell him not to say certain stuff. I don't know.
It could be.
But
he just signed a $100 million contract with ESPN.
I heard.
Yeah. So
yeah, I heard. But
that's the media stuff for you, though. That's what people need to realize. That's how the media works. I mean, you look at like these ridiculous shows are like when I was married. I come in, they had some after show for the Housewives of Atlanta, and some little sweet dude is on there, and the women are acting like they're damn near finna go at each other and snatch their weaves off, and he sit up and all perched up, child, and all this mess here, and I'm sitting there like, what are you looking at? Oh, that's entertainment, right. Entertaining to you. But that's what's all out here. Yeah. Shock value. People are not gonna. Martin said it himself on one of his shows. He's like, I'm doing a serious show here. Now I bet if I was talking some trash about what was that woman name out there in Dalton?
Tiffany. Yeah.
Right, there you go. Yeah, I don't remember her name. As much trash as I talk, right? But you said if I was talking about her, the phone lines would be blown up. But since we talk about something serious, what I got? 25 people viewing, 2 people on the call in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you
people addicted to drama.
Yeah, but you know what? That goes to show you our mentality. Not all of us. Our mentality. That's it. You know, so that's why I'm educating our brothers and sisters about tonight. You know, there is a level that you have to stand. You can't, and I know our bosses hire us, but it's some things that go against our moral compass. We got to stand with our moral compass. We have to do it. You know, some things you just can't do. Or say, boss, I'm sorry, that's against my beliefs. I would not do that. You know, that's not, I can't do that. And you got to be honest. Right. Well, it's just a job. It's just a job. It's just like, a police officer, his sergeant tell him go put this gun on that man on the crime scene. Now, if he want to fit in and be good with the sergeant, he'll go do it. But in his mind, if his moral mind, hey, that's not right, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put a gun on the crime scene and I know it wasn't there and send an innocent man to prison. Or the supervisor tell another officer to sign off on something you wasn't there. Because you want to keep it, it's got to be a code that you got to have within yourself. That's all. We got to have limits on certain things that we do and say to each other. Now, both of these gentlemen right here, I respect both of them. I believe that it should have been handled differently. And I understand each one on point of view. I understand. I really do understand. Here's a young man.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I think Stephen A. Smith should have called LeBron and they should have just sit down and discussed it, and just ask why you coming at my son like that, or, what's going on. And I think that's what we need to do as Black folks. We need to sit down and discuss our problems instead of just airing out all our dirty laundry, especially on the internet, where everybody can see, because then only thing it does is just point fingers and say like, yeah, look at him.
Right.
Then it don't matter where they at.
Then you got a lot of people that was mad at LeBron. He went to a white talk show. Why you didn't go to a brother talk? You know what I'm saying? It's just It's just. It's all around. It's stuff. Then you got Stephen A. say, well, if he'd have put hands on me, I would have swung back and hit him back. LeBron probably would have beat me up. More like he probably would have, So, I mean, this is what
people always
but this
talking
is
about what they would have did in a given situation.
Yeah, but I'm just saying what Stephen A. was said out his own mouth. You can
that's what he said,
But
he want to be a tough guy. If he would have put his hands on me, I would have did. You would have got knocked
out. And I don't think Stephen A. Smith should have even said something like that.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Like, come on, dude. You ain't got to be saying nothing like that.
Here's a man. Here's a man that have millions of followers, man, millions of views every day, and you talking like that. And
and what Stephen A. don't realize, he can be replaced.
Yes.
So he needs to stop taking his. Because he can be replaced. Don't think just because they gave you a contract that they need you. They don't need you, brother, because there's a lot of people out there they can replace you with. Don't walk around cocky.
There's a lot of people that are willing to be that puppet.
Yeah. For that money.
For that game.
Yeah.
See, they willing to be that puppet. See?
Yeah, so don't take it for granted, man.
What the OJs say, that song, For the Love of Money, some folks need to listen to that.
Yeah. So because he has that cocky attitude, but hey, they can replace you. They do it on jobs every day. Don't think because they didn't give you this money, they can't replace you. Yeah, they can't replace you. They can actually destroy you if they really want to.
That's true. Well, gentlemen, we're gonna hold it right there. My Twitter X came out. They showed out tonight, boy. I ain't never had that many people on Twitter X tonight. And I had a lot of 30-some people on there at one time at Twitter X. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. I need each and every one of you guys to like the video. Please do. And I thank y'all for y'all comments, people. I try to hold my little opinions to myself, but everything is allegedly. So, I'm not on here to destroy nobody's lives or nothing. But I wish these two gentlemen would have handled behind closed doors. And I wish Stephen A. would stop comparing Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kareem Magic, and all them. It's too much. It's just too much, brother. And it's all Black sports. That's predominantly Black sports. This is what they do to us, brother. Now, they don't do it in golf because they have nobody really to compare Tiger Woods, and he don't really consider himself Black. So just notice it, people. any predominantly black sports, they compare players all the time. They do it. They do it, people. But when it comes to white dominant stuff, we don't hear them talking about who the greatest hockey player. We don't hear it. They don't compare the two. They don't do that. Who's the GOAT of hockey? And even though hockey was started by black men, invented really, taken over by white men. So it's a lot going on, people, and we got to be real careful, man. Some things need to be done and said behind closed doors. I don't know, but did LeBron James probably make some mistakes? I would say yeah. Stephen A. Smith, I would say yeah. I would say yeah. Both of them made some mistakes. They probably, if they go back and rethink this and say, how could I have handled this better? And I'm quite sure some ideas will come to them. And you're right, Jones, constructive criticism is cool. But his seemed more personal. Talking about Stephen A. Smith. And you know, and I always say this, people, how could a people that patrol the community, that don't have no respect for black people, that's hateful and racist, treat us fairly? He or she won't be able to do it. So how are you going to expect somebody that's a known enemy to do right by you? That's not going to happen. And you know this person your enemy, and they coming into your company or where you got the power to hire and fire or have an influence, you know what's going to happen. You're not going to put in no good word for them. You know, you're not going to do it. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let me read a few comments. I don't even really watch basketball, but this is amazing for our black culture to see this. I love this. They are not statistics for those of us who mainly see and know or experience traumatic events. Nothing inspiring. This is very inspiring. I love it. Me too. Thank you so much. It's the first time I did sports. So I might have found one of my niches too. So thank y'all so much for the comments. And we was talking about these two black gentlemen. And let's just wish the best for them, people. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put our personal feelings aside for either one of them, because I can find a lot of flaws, definitely in Stephen A. Smith. But I won't do it. All right, people. You already know what it is. What time is live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, people. Thank you.